I may hate drama in my life, but I love talking about the drama in yours.
I may watch too much reality TV, but you're listening to me talk about it. Hey, what's up, everyone? This is Fumi.
And it's B.
And you're listening to a new episode of RealiTEA-V.
Hello, Lilith.
Well, hello, Lilith.
That's how I just wanted to open it.
Hello, Lilith. I wonder if somebody's named like Lilith after True Blood. After
Right.
Watching
And they're
it.
like, I'm over this. Just call me Lillian.
Or Lil from
Right.
Rugrats.
Oh.
Lillian.
Right. Phillian. Wait, did she call him Phillian?
Philip. No,
yeah,
Philip. Oh, Jesus, I'm dying.
You'll live.
If I just said I'm dying.
No, trust me, you'll live.
Fine, I'll live. It's a lot to talk about this week.
It is.
Literally just finished watching an episode of something. Before we get into all of it, how was the past 7 days? 7 days for you?
Oh my God, so evil. Past 7 days were pretty good. Pretty good. Yes. Mm-hmm. No complaints on this side.
I'm pretty sure the tea sippers out there are pretty aware what your answer is going to be.
Right. It's always pretty good.
Pretty good. Can't complain.
Right. Because it's either I'm just going to keep it generic or just really give you a play-by-play, and we're not here for all of that.
I mean, sometimes you might be all up in that.
Right.
The past 7 days. Or I can do 7 days later. One of my favorite. Who knew SpongeBob would be so lit 20 years later?
Yeah.
It came out, 98?
Mm-hmm.
20 years later, and it's still going strong with the memes and the clips.
Culture, just...
Wait, I saw a picture of you know when you go to electronics section, there's speakers, a big wall of speakers. And then the picture was or I guess it was Twitter or whatever. I don't know if it was made up or fake or something. But it was what song should I play? And then somebody was play that song them jellyfishes was bopping to the And I remember the episode they was getting just grooving. See him and SpongeBob still lives on.
Right, yeah. He's never going anywhere.
Not at all. Mm-mm. But anyway, my week it's been cool. I mean, Mother's Day was on Sunday. Mm-hmm. And I am a mom. So, didn't do much but get in the jacuzzi in the pool with my son and get my Mother's Day gifts that he made us from school.
Aww.
Which were pretty nice. And, I see that. You see my keychain right there.
Right.
And that's it. Didn't do shit. I didn't clean nothing. I didn't wash nothing. No dishes were cleaned.
Right. How precious.
Yeah, I just, as a mom, you really just want to have that capability of doing nothing. Mm-hmm. And you don't really know how important doing nothing is until you're forced to not do nothing.
Right.
It's what happened to the days where I can just lay in my bed all day and watch Netflix?
Oh, yeah. Those
and
days
not
are
have
over.
to worry about, Mommy, I'm hungry. Mommy, can I get something to drink? Mommy, did you know this something happened at school?
In about 2 to 3 years, he'll be able to. He won't even want to bother you.
Right. Come and give me a hug. Mom, I'm busy.
Right.
Deep ass voice.
Right. In due time.
Right. He'll be 7 in 2 days. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, give it about 4 years.
Yeah.
He's 11. He'll want to be out of my hair, maybe. Mm-hmm. I hope I'm not raising a mama's boy because I definitely don't want that. There's a difference between loving your mom and appreciating your mom and being a mama's boy. I don't want a mama's boy. I need a very independent young man that doesn't need to depend on a woman to do simple shit like clean toilets and cook food. Because that's why I'm having such a hard time finding somebody right now. Everybody, all these men got to depend on the woman to do everything instead of being independent. Women aren't the only people that need to be independent. men need to be independent too. And you asking me $20 to put in your gas tank when I know you spent $20 on weed yesterday.
Oh my God.
Ain't the fucking way. And that was not up in here.
Right.
No, not happening. But yeah, started a cleanse. Mm-hmm. That has been a challenge. But I haven't had fast food in over a week, so I'm on the right path. Anyway, let's get into these shows. So, forgot to write it down. Anywho, I kind of want to start off with the freshest episode that I just watched, which was Teen Mom Young and Pregnant. Oh my God. That's just, who knew that this new season that was coming out was going to be so dramatic, drama-filled, suspenseful.
It's a lot going on.
It's so much, and it's good. Like, you don't want to, like, keep your eyes off of it.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, commercial, go to the bathroom, come back. Oh, shit, it's back on. Mm-hmm. So, first of all, what's the cheerleader girl? I can't remember her name. I'm still getting used to her name because it is a new cast. I felt so bad for her, but I felt angry for her because I feel like her parents need to do a little bit more for her as far as, like, yes, she's quote-unquote grown up because she has a child. Yeah. But at the same time, she's still only 17. Yeah. So there's still things that she still needs to learn and grow from. So when it comes to this whole situation with her baby daddy, and he's over here playing with her emotions like, well, are we going to get back together? He was like, well, if you want to get back together, you can ask me on a date. You know, this girl went out of her way, and bought a onesie, decorated it, got her mom, told her mom what was happening, and had this whole plan that, oh, the baby, can you just change him into that onesie? And he took that onesie off and did not read one bit of it. Mm-hmm. And she just started crying. She was like, did you even read it? And he was like, no. Why do I need to read it? Went in the basement, started crying, came back upstairs. He read it while she was down in the basement crying. And he just kind of looked at her like, meh. Yeah. And he pretty much told her like, well, you did ask me on a date, but I don't want a relationship. Yeah. And I was just like,
it's like, I'm 31 now.
Yeah.
But I am so scared of having a baby by a man that I don't end up with, just for the reason, because I feel like, especially a lot of these younger guys, they feel like, well, I have a baby by you. So for the most part, you're not going anywhere. So if even in like, I don't want to be with you for like another 2-3 years, you're not going nowhere.
And it's crazy you say that because some people are like, oh, the order of things doesn't matter. Like, you can have a baby before you get married. And it's like, it's not necessarily the right way. Necessarily. It's just the running into the risk of being a single parent or not being with that person you have with is less likely to happen. Right. So it's like you have to work out all the kinks and get to really know the person through ups and downs before you procreate with somebody. Yeah. Like, it is not the business to be doing all this shit by yourself. You don't have that family that you were doing, thinking about. So what all these young girls are doing is like, well, I want a family, and they're so focused. Backwards. Yeah, so they're so focused on like, okay, we have a baby now. Now we have to be together, get married. Everyone's and old boy is like, nah, bruh.
Right. Everyone's not gonna be Tyler and Caitlyn.
No, not it. I mean, and even their situation,
they had their ups and downs.
They had their ups and downs, definitely, but who's to say that they will still be together if they kept what's her name? What did they name that baby's name? Starts with a C.
I was going to say Camille. It's not. No. Not Kaylee. Fuck you, Casey Anthony. Because it was like Kaylee. Oh, yeah.
Damn. What's she been up to?
Let's not even ask.
I'm pretty sure she changed her name by now.
No, it's still she's
still running the streets as Casey Anthony?
Yeah.
All right.
The one and only.
I pray to God like somebody wasn't at the hospital the day before everything came out and named, you know what, I'm gonna name her Casey Anthony. And then God. Sure enough, the next day, Mom, Casey Anthony arrested for blah blah blah. And it's like,
To change my name.
yeah, like, or anybody that was like named George Zimmerman and they were like 15 when it's like, fuck. Now every time somebody sees my name, they're like, are you the George? It's like, no, I'm not.
Clearly, I'm only 19.
That reminds me of that movie, not The Office. It was Office or something like that. And his name was Michael Bolton. Oh, and he was so irritated. Right. It was like,
I'm pretty sure that's why Michael B. Jordan purposefully goes by B.
Jordan. yeah. Mm-hmm. Or Morgan J. Freeman.
Yeah.
On the show, the executive producer of the show. So I'm pretty sure they put those initials there for a fucking reason.
Right.
I feel like there's a Samuel Jackson somewhere that has a different initial, and they have to put the initial of the middle name because they can get it mixed up with.
And he already goes by the L.
Yeah,
so
it's S. Damn it, S. Right. Get it right,
Samuel S. Jackson.
But yeah, it's like I feel like her parents could have did better, especially her mom. Her mom could have did better. Like, look, he is not doing any of this right. Like, if he wants to be in a relationship with you, he's going to do the things necessary to be in a relationship with you. And she told her mom, like, well, he told me I should ask him out on a date, so I'm gonna do it. If that was my child, I was like, no, you will not.
I just pushed a baby out my vagina for you. Not for you, but partly because of you. So I'm not asking for shit except money to take care of this dang baby.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
So now she's all crying and whatever.
I saw that.
And then he goes to his mom like, oh, I did it kind of like for her to see if she was going to catch my bluff. Kind of like poker. And she was like, you can't do that. Like, wow. I was a teenage mom. I'm pretty sure she feels like, well, I just had a baby. I'm going to want a family and stuff and be together with the father of my child. She was like, you can't do stuff like that.
See, fuckboys, they develop at a young age.
And fuckboys come in all shapes, sizes, and colors. White, black, green, blue. Yeah. All types of fuckboys. So, and that's that situation. Now, the whole Ashley and Bar situation, I like Ashley. Yeah, right. Ashley's my favorite of the whole season because she's like, oh, no, what we're not going to do is. Right. And speaking of that, so there was a clip, and we'll talk about it in a little bit, of Teen Mom 2 of Brianna and Kale going at it. And Ashley put in a comment, she was like, let me on Teen Mom 2. She wouldn't be talking to me like that. We'll see what happened. Because Ashley reminds me of her sister Brittany. Yeah. You know, Brittany be popping off real quick. Yeah. That's kind of how Ashley is. And she was like, let me on Teen Mom 2. Like, let me have him, let me have him. So I was like, and I commented with our podcast, like, eyes like looking like. Right. So anyway, so they get an argument because Bar feels like he doesn't owe her mom and stepdad an apology for getting in that altercation where he wound up getting arrested because he was like, I don't care. They're nothing to me. I don't have to communicate with them. And she clutched her pearl. She's like, excuse me? But you wanted me to get along with your mom. Right. And care about your mom. Mind you, Ashley called Bar's mom when he got arrested to help him get out of jail, get bailed out. Which I'm pretty sure she has experience in. No, yeah. She kind of looks like definitely. Yeah, anyway. But, you know, if she feels like it was necessary to involve his mom with that, then obviously you have to find it necessary to have some type of relationship with them, an open relationship. Not necessarily to kiki with them and have dinner every Sunday with them, but they're still your daughter's grandparents. And on top of that, she let y'all stay there until y'all asses got kicked out. Right. Ashley's like, well, if you ain't gonna do that, we ain't gonna get married. Right. He was like, I don't care about you. She was like, okay, well, fuck my parents and fuck your mom too. I said, right. It's only fair. It really is. Like she said, you can't make. She's like, I would have been slapped your mom. Right. But I did it for you. Like she. Yeah. Yes. So that part, and of course, he was like, well, I thought about it. He was like, well, I'm definitely going to have the conversation. I just need a little bit more time. She's like, okay. But everything she was saying was right. Like, she's completely and utterly right. Right. You can't not talk to my parents or apologize when they've done so much for us, and they didn't have to.
Right.
And he was like, well, both people everybody was wrong in the situation. It's like, first of all, you're the child. Right. Second of all, you were in her house.
You were way more wrong. Yeah. How's that?
Exactly.
Like.
Yeah, of course. So any situation where it's like, yeah, Ashley might get in an argument with her mom, but she was like, but that's my mom. Like,
right.
I'm not going to sit here and just, like, not talk to her or whatever.
Yeah.
I know some people have a different situation. Their mom, no, we're not even getting into that. But, so that's that. So then you have the white girl that got the boyfriend to play the video games. Yeah. I can't remember all their names, like I said.
Yeah.
So, of course, he proposed to her.
Ah.
She accepts. Oh, my God, yeah, we're going to get married.
Right.
The very next episode, they arguing because they were supposed to be a family dinner so they can meet the baby and have him. He was like, I'm going to go out and feel good. Yeah. She was like, this is really important. Like, everybody wants to see you and meet you. And we just got engaged. Like, and he didn't go. So they kept arguing about that. And he is just like, you don't care that I didn't feel good? And she saw text messages from him to his friends like, haha, I told you I wasn't going to go.
Oh, you dumbass.
Yeah. She's like, I can't do this anymore. I can't do just leave. He's like, I ain't going to leave nowhere. She's like, she already knows that she's dealing with a child because the fact that she has to complain about video games is a huge issue. And there's no point, listen, for anybody who's listening and you're struggling with your baby daddy or baby mom and trying to figure out, should you keep the relationship going for the sake of the kids? No, Tara. We are not going to hold a relationship hostage just because you have children. There is no need to be in a relationship with the parent of your child.
Right.
With that being said, you still have to be careful on who you allow to be that parent of said child, too. Trust me, I know. So, you just have to just be careful about all of that. Wear the condoms. If you don't want to do condoms, get an IUD, tie your tubes. I don't know what the fuck to tell you. But you have to be very careful who you procreate with and all that jazz because these people like to fuck up shit. Men like to leave and not take care of their responsibilities like they should be and want to say that you bitch and complain. All you told them was to take the diaper trash out. Like, simple stuff. So, anyway, then we're going to move on to... I want to use the other girl, Kayla, for last. I feel like I'm missing someone. It's only 4 of them, right? Oh, no. Shit. Danae.
Yes. Danae.
Oh, what's that girl? Brianna. Her name's Brianna. So, Danae's mama, she showed her black mama side on the show, which is, her and Pastor T is pretty much the first time in Teen Mom history where you really seen a black mama just
that is very true.
What you not gonna do is, and so when Danae tore down the closet door, punched a hole in the wall, and she said, what? She said, okay. And she was like, she came in the house. He came in the house. Just like, ugh. So what happened? Move, bro.
Bro.
That's the first motherfucking offense. Right. I ain't your bro. And then he started screaming. And she was holding the bed. She said, oh, no, hold this baby. You stop yelling. What you're not going to do is yell in my house. She was like, I'm trying to figure out what's going on. You over here, you're supposed to be on my side, not hers. So she's like, stop yelling. She closed the door like, I want people in my business.
Right.
You know how black mamas are.
Right.
And it's like, Danae didn't understand at all. He was like, well, she feels like I dragged her here and she's like, no, that's not exactly how she felt. She felt like you didn't tell her
that
like
you
what
wanted
the
to stay here forever
were before you moved.
Right. When you moved to Wisconsin, you knew you were going to be there for a long time. When you brought her to Chicago, she thinking, oh, we only going to be here for like a month. And you sitting here like, well, no, I'm about to get a job. And
then he was like, well, I was with you and your family for 2 years. You can't be with my family. She was like, that's not the point. The point is that you didn't tell me what your intentions were. and you didn't let me decide that
Right.
for myself. Which is cool. I mean, you got to tell me.
Very fair, right.
So punching holes in walls and stuff, that's only going to get you kicked out your mama house. Like, you
Right.
just got there. And then you
ain't punching a hole in my wall, so I got to go.
That's the first. No, you over here tearing up my shit. You going to pay this deposit when I leave out of here? Because it looks like an apartment. So now I got to fix shit. There's holes in the wall.
Right,
like
that's coming out your teen mom paycheck. Hope you
boom,
know.
right there. That first check you getting
Right.
is all mine. I don't care
Right.
if it's any change left. You ain't getting it back.
Yeah.
No. So that whole situation. So of course Brianna's like, Mom, can you come and get me? Mom went and got her and drove her back to Wisconsin. And they broke up. She broke up with him. So it was long texts and all that involved. And if you want to leave, then leave. Yeah.
It was
it's
a lot.
like,
I was a little scared. They do a lot of screaming on this show.
A lot.
Yeah.
So that is a good segue to the last couple. Kayla and Teeth.
He done lost his teeth-loving mind.
Teeth not having mind. Or messed up mind. This whole scenario with Kayla and Stefan in this last episode, just kind of, some women feel like black men are only with white women because they can be controlled or manipulated or be told what to do. You know?
That's not always the case.
No, not always the case, but some feel that way.
However,
this was a perfect motherfucking example of that.
Oh, you ain't about to be with no Keisha or nothing.
No,
acting like
because Keisha
that.
would have had her brother up in there like, who the fuck you think you talking to?
And Keisha's mom? Like, oh no. They would have had the uncles, the cousins, every male figure who's
the
at
uncle
the
that
barbecue.
just got out of jail 2 weeks ago, who's not afraid to go back because his niece has been messed with.
Yeah. Every black male figure that has been at the barbecue and Thanksgiving dinner would have been at that house lined up ready to whoop your ass.
Right?
So Teef done lost his fucking mind.
Yeah, because Uncle, what would be a nice uncle name that just got out of jail?
Uncle Trick.
Trick! Okay, we're going to go with Uncle Trick. So Keisha would be like, oh, who the fuck you think you talking to? You talking to my mom like that?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. See, and then Keisha mama and Keisha daddy ain't together, but they ride for theirs.
Right.
Like, no, who the fuck is going?
Who you think you talking to?
Right. And then Keisha dad is like a former gangbanger, possibly from the Bloods.
Right.
That sounds so white of me.
I'm from the Bloods. From the Bloods.
You can see I'm not that from that world.
From the Crip Association. Like, oh my God. But no, yeah, it was just really bad.
So this whole situation is like, first of all, let's go back into what happened before somebody would have to pull a Keisha mama and daddy situation. You know, this Negro took Kayla's mom's debit card without permission and used it and spent money on it.
That is, yeah.
How much of an offense is that?
It's you getting your first. Oh, now see, now that would have been one point had she would have called the police. And a black man is getting the police called on them and he got arrested. I would have been like, you know what? I feel no ounce of sympathy.
Kayla's mom, Miss Damien, you have been given permission to be barbecue Becky in this situation. This is completely justified. He was, oh my God.
So disrespectful.
So even before that, like, you had the right to be barbecue Becky and call the police once you found out your debit card was used without your permission. From that point on, she already opened up her house to your ass, your cheating ass, because you kept cheating on her damn daughter.
Right.
She still's like, you know what? That's my grandbaby daddy. I want to make sure that my grandbaby has his dad around and that my daughter, is not a full-on single parent to the point where he is involved. Then you take your ashy ass hands and put your hands on her debit card and go use it and have the audacity
to not use that money for a dental checkup. How disrespectful.
I can't.
You do not collect $200 and go.
I'm over here trying to have a venting moment.
How dare you?
How dare you not get your teeth checked? How dare you not get a consult?
Okay, I'm sorry.
How dare you not put a down payment on these braces that you need?
Something. Invisalign. Shape a smile. Something.
Shape a smile?
I forgot what it's called.
It's Perfect Smile, I thought.
Yeah, and there's something else. Yeah.
It's like not bougie. The cheap version of Invisalign that you can get through the mail.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. How dare you? Shit. Fuck that. Why can't you get some Rogaine? The Rogaine?
Oh, he needs that
too.
See, I be so focused on the teeth, I haven't even been able to make my way up to the other flaws. Oh my God, I pray he did not do oral sex on her. Oh, not my clitoris.
Oh my God.
Buddy.
It would have been ripped off.
You don't even kiss me. Look, let's just keep this
hands on
private part to private part. Don't do that.
Rub it on me.
Okay, I'm sorry. That's what he gets.
Yes, that is exactly what the fuck he gets.
That's why he ain't dealing with no black girls. You gonna say what to who? But you blade mouth motherfucker.
All right, Samuel Jackson.
I just lay into every insecurity that I know he has.
Right.
And I'm not even that type of person, but he would take me there.
He has no line and no edges at the same damn time.
Jesus, you look dusty.
Your hairline is definitely uneven.
You're not that cute. You better go fuck up a white girl's life, because you...
That's the Keisha that's going to be waiting for you at the door, right? That's the Keisha you don't want. Waiting for you at the fucking door. No. Oh, where the fuck you been at, Steffi? You wanted to take my mom's debit card and go...
Gallivanting
at Walmart? Who the fuck you think you are? You can't see your son. And then that's why these Keishas be like, you can't see your son. Because you do some real disrespectful bullshit. Like, come on.
You can't see your son. Yeah.
And so when Miss Damie had the conversation with Kayla, like, that's, first of all, that is a crime.
A big one.
A legit crime. Mm-hmm. Probably like at least two, fraud and theft.
Oh, yeah.
So, because you made it seem like that was you.
And you're black, and you stole from a white woman, 5 years in jail. Exactly. At a penitentiary.
Damn.
You know I'm right.
Yeah, I know. And it's like, this is when us black women, we can't root for you black men because y'all do some foul, fucked up shit. And the ones that do right, like this black investor who this white lady called the police on him because he was actually taking pictures of a home that he was investing in. Dumbass bitch. And luckily, these police officers told her, if you be a barbecue Becky again, I'm taking you to jail.
Wow.
She's like, well, you hurry up and do your stuff and leave. He was like, no. He's going to take as long as he wants. Wow. She's like, well, I'm friends with the sheriff. He said, I don't care if you're friends with the president. You are not going to be doing nothing. He can take all day if he wants to.
That is
I said, thank you. And then it was a white and black lady cop. Like,
yeah.
Yes. So he had all his paperwork, showed the paperwork. I'm supposed to be here. Here's my business card. And this bitch still decided to call the police because I want you out of my neighborhood. Bitch, I don't want to be in this neighborhood. I'm about to flip this shit, make money off your neighborhood. How about that? Stupid bitch.
That's crazy.
But yeah, and I'm watching the last part of it, like, in complete disgust, shock. Like, I'm clutching my pearls the whole time. And at one part, he's gripping his fist like Arthur. And looking at the ground like, I ain't no bitch. I ain't no hoe. You gonna talk to me like, I can't even think.
But your gum lines are Your teeth is a bitch. Your mouth is a hoe. Like, I would just... Oh, you know what? He probably would have tried to beat my ass because I would have just been saying some shit.
I would have straight up pulled. That's why your dick is small.
And he seems like the type that would just send him over the edge.
Right? Like, don't be telling nobody my business.
Don't be talking about it.
Oh, shit. Oh, my God. Anyway. But he was talking to... He got anger issues, first of all, because this is not the first time he's, like, cussed somebody out. But this has been the worst, and it's only been, like, a couple episodes.
Yeah.
I want to say, like, 4 or 5 in total of the actual season, because there's other episodes before that, like, getting to know them or whatever.
Yeah.
And he was like, here's the $70. I'm sorry, here's the $70. Stop grilling Caleb about what I did. Like, that's the first, that it started off horrible. And then when she was like, well, I don't want you here unless I'm here, which is not a bad request, because she didn't say you can't be here to see your child.
That's what a black parent, I don't give a fuck how you see her. I don't give a fuck what you do. I don't give a fuck where you go.
She probably like, you can be on the porch.
Right. You ain't coming back up in my house anymore.
And since you can't have the baby outside, the baby going to be inside the screen, and you're going to be outside the screen.
How you doing? That's crazy.
You can see them on the way to the doctor's appointment. How about that? But she said, you just can't be in this house while I'm not here. Of course, Hannah, well, I broke the rules a couple times. Look, bitch, are you trying to get kicked out?
Right.
But I'm pretty sure she the mom that don't do all of that. Because the reason why he used in the first place is because she already gives Kayla her debit card a lot to go get stuff. So that was already, I guess he felt like it was all free and whatever. But I'm pretty sure at least Kayla's like an authorized user or something on the card. That way that would never happen. But bitch, you $70. First of all, $70 is a fucking,
that's a lot.
Gas and electric, or
a week of groceries.
Like, you over here fucking with my money, and you fucking with other stuff that I need to take care of in my house that you probably don't pay rent for.
Oh no.
And so he was like, I'm gonna see my son whatever the fuck I want to. You know, you can't tell me that I can't see my son.
I can tell you your teeth's fucked up. I would just, he wouldn't have slapped me by now. Because I would have didn't.
Every inch he would have came towards me, I would have been 2 inches towards him. I was like, I wish you motherfucking, I wish you would do it.
I dare you.
Do it.
I double dog dare you. Triple dare. Promise to repeat. What's that? Truth dare. Double dare.
Remember Double Dare?
Yeah.
On Nickelodeon.
Right.
Anyway. But, and then Kayla just sitting there.
Steven, stop.
She didn't even do that for a while.
Yeah.
Like, she was just sitting there. She's like, well, I don't want to be in the middle of it. I'm like, you kind of put yourself in the middle of this when you got pregnant.
Right.
Like, that, you are automatically in the middle of it once you decide, I'm going to raise this child, keep this child, and try to get back with this fool. Like, oh, my God. It's just... But you know what? I semi-blame Miss Damien, because the way she lets Kayla handle these situations is just really like, she's like, well, I'm 19 and I should be able to have him here. That's it. That's,
you can
Isaiah's
have him
father.
Wherever you want to have him, except in this house, because you getting the fuck out too.
And I'm thinking here, like, but you live in her house. Like, at the end of the day, you live in her house. So she can say whatever the fuck goes in her house.
She probably was the type of mom that's like, you know what? He can spend the night over here because at least I know in the middle of the night she's not sneaking out and I don't know where she's at. She probably was one of them parents.
Yeah. Definitely, for sure. And she's over here trying to be the good Becky and tried to actually keep your black ass around.
I would have had his black ass arrested so damn
See,
fast.
that's when you start using the Caucasian card.
Yeah, like, oh no, I'm using my privilege to get you arrested and probably fucked up. Let me fake some tears real quick.
Oh, like Barbecue Becky?
Right, officer!
I'm being harassed.
Like, yeah.
It won't leave me alone.
Right.
I love when she was on the phone. She's like, my race doesn't matter. And the white lady was like, she's white. She white. Race does matter.
Oh my
She
God.
said, oh yeah, not talking now because a white lady came out here, huh?
Right.
Thank you. I need to know who that good Becky was. I mean, I'm gonna call her Shoshana because that's my favorite white girl name. She is Shoshana. Shoshana is the good white lady that wants the bad Beckys of the world to know when they fuck it up.
Right.
So anyway, back to this mess of
a mouth. I refuse to let someone with that bad of a teeth just disrespect
bad
me.
of a teeth. Bad teeth. That's like a poem or stanza. That bad of a teeth.
And blades of glory in his mouth. Just. I bet he's cut his tongue plenty of times growing up.
Oh, them cheeks is fucked up on the inside.
See? Yeah.
Big his lip multiple times. That's probably why his lip is so uneven.
Right. And then it kind of makes me wonder, like, I want to see his side of the family. What is his mom like? What's his family like?
I mean, that one
parents.
episode where the aunt talked to him and he started crying like a little bitch. And that aunt wasn't having it. She was like, I'm here for the baby. She's like, oh, Stephanie's not. She's like, I'm here for the baby. I will talk. So when she saw Stephanie, she's like, I need to talk to you before I leave. And she let him have it. She's like, yo, dad be rolling over his grave and blah, blah, blah. And then he started crying like a little bitch. And he cried during the birth. And it's like stuff like that. Kayla's like, oh my God, he's crying over his child. Well, there is a future with us. It's like, no, it has nothing to do with you.
Right.
At all. He can say all he wants is like, he can be with his child 24/7. That does not mean that he has any feelings growing for you.
Nope. Sadly, nope.
And the fact that he said, stop bitching. He was like, come at me, bro. Deal with my anger, Miss Damien. Like, holding his knees, like looking at her, like, come do something. And she's
it's like, you are a black man, so you do know if she was to get like a knife or a gun and do you bodily harm, she probably wouldn't even go to jail for it.
Not at all. And on top of that, you're on camera doing this shit.
Candid camera.
So they can do subpoena to MTV for footage. To prove that you was being hella disrespectful.
And threatening in her house.
And you didn't deny that you stole money from her.
Right. And then when she told you to get out or you can't be here, I ain't going nowhere. That was ground. All she has to do is be like, I felt physically threatened.
It'd be like, dude, you know I can press 3 numbers and have some people come bring your ass away in some fucking handcuffs.
Yeah.
You know I can get a restraining order, right? And you can never be up in this house. Like, that's when mama becomes selfish. Like, if that was me, and my son was really a daughter, and that happened to me in my house, all fucks will not be given. I don't give a fuck if you are my grandson's father. What you not going to do is come up in this house and steal some money from me and try to talk to me fucking sideways.
Yeah.
I'm new. Police, 911. I'm pulling a Jennifer Williams to get my lawyers involved. You can see your son.
At that point, it would be like, so how are we going to deal with this? I'm either going to do it the professional way and call the police, or I'm about to call her uncles and my ex-husband over here, and we're all going to gather around and whoop your ass. Which way you want to do it?
Ain't nothing worse than an ex-husband that you still get along with.
Right.
That cares about your well-being because you his mother's daughter.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, daughter's mother. Backwards.
Right. And then she's like, what, 18, 19?
She's 19, yeah.
I'm pretty sure she has other male cousins like 18, 19.
The roles would have been reversed
nice,
if it was a black girl.
Yeah.
For sure. For fucking sure. And that's the sad part. It's like, So you're the reason why some black women feel when a black man goes to a white woman, this is exactly why.
Yeah.
Because instead of Miss Damien telling you to get the fuck out my house, which she should have did, she over here crying. And staying to herself. And she said finally at the end, I need you to leave. Like, get out of my house.
Day, it sounds a little cold-blooded. She didn't even sign up to be a grandma. She
didn't.
probably was ready for retirement, got plans, probably like, you know what, I'm about to downsize this house to a nice little 1 or 2 bedroom, about to start collecting my checks, live my life, and then you come in, and now I gotta be grandma now. Oh, no. That's when it pays to be selfish and be like, you know what, this is my life. Fuck you, not fuck the baby, but...
She gonna pull a Barbara. You better give me that baby.
Right. Nope. No. And it's like, I'm pretty sure you're like at least 50. I refuse to be a 50-year-old woman having some 18-year-old call me all types of bitches and hoes in my place of residence where I'm taking care of you after you have stolen from me. Oh, you know what? We gonna whoop your ass and then I'm calling the cops. Yeah.
I'm just shaking my head like, man, if that was a black mama, it would have been.
Yeah.
If that was Danae's mama, that would have been a whole entirely different situation.
Yeah.
She would have had all types of. Because she even told Danae, you better calm your ass down.
Right. It's crazy.
Like, no, that's just. Who the fuck. Like, what is this situation? Like, who. I don't know what it is. Maybe because me, it's like my dad's Nigerian. It's like culture related. But when it comes to people's parents, especially when it's like the grandparents of your child, there is no talking sideways.
No.
I mean, you can be firm in what you do, and trust me, there are some old people that motherfucking deserve it. Mm-hmm. But when it comes to like very close-knit family related, like grandma, grandpa, baby daddy, baby mama, uncle, like real close family, you have to be careful what you say because you have to deal with them for forever.
Yeah.
No matter what.
Right.
For birthdays, graduations, unless you were a Janelle situation.
And
that's
especially if you're an outsider.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't care if you do see me and my mom go toe to toe. That don't mean you can just, well, I'm going to go toe to toe with her too. No. Sit your ass down. Mm-hmm. Stay in your position. Like, that's still my family.
Like, I can talk about my sister, but you can't, bitch.
Yeah. Like,
it's one of those situations, like, I can have a disagreement with my mom, but you can't.
Yeah.
Let me handle that. We'll talk about it the way we want to talk about it, but when it comes to you, you sit your ass right over there. You can stay out of my business. Ho.
Yeah.
Teeth. But it was just, I was just really appalled because it was just like, oh no, you just making all the... And then, besides Brianna, he's like the first black dad of all of Teen Mom that I can remember.
I think so.
I think it was one other black girl in Teen Mom 3.
Yes. She was like either really light-skinned or mixed.
Yeah.
I forgot her name, but I remember her.
But that's it. This is like the first season where it's been this many black people with Ashley, Danae, and her mom. Well, Ashley, her mom, her stepdad, and her dad, and Bar.
Yeah.
And then you have Danae and her mama, and then you have Stephen acting like a dumbass.
Yeah.
Jackass. That's when you be like, you know what, you're acting like a nigga. Like, that's that bad.
Right.
You just acting all types of stereotype right now. Like, I'm a ride for my son. It's like, all he needs you to do right now is just change some diapers. Right. Like, just change the diapers, sing him, you know, the wheels on the bus, and that's pretty much it. Mm-hmm. Unless you're going to ride to the grocery store and get some Similac or something. It's not that serious. But you still have to, and a part of being a good father or parent is showing that you can be respectful of the people. Like, how can Isaiah grow up to respect you or his mom when he's growing up seeing you disrespect his grandmother and his mom?
But those be the main ones always wanting respect.
Yes. And it's terrible. Terrible.
Mm-hmm.
And then if Isaiah go off on his mom, you wouldn't be like, don't talk to your mom all the time. Like, you talk to my mom like that all the time. So what difference does it make that I do it? Just because I'm a child?
Yeah.
No. Mm-mm. No. It is a cute baby, though. I saw the baby picture recently in the past couple of days. It is a really cute baby.
Yeah.
But that's a good segue into T-Mom 2. Mm-hmm. Because, okay, so for some reason they start the next season prior to the reunion of the previous season. So this season is just starting off all types of juicy because he had the whole Brianna, Javi, Kale triangle, if you will, situation. Now, Brianna and Javi over here talking about we're just friends, but they've been flirting all over social media.
Right.
You know, hanging out and things of that nature. So when the reunion comes... No, even before that, Javi went to the vacation to Florida and Brianna was going to go. They got a suite, which is still... even though it's not in the same bed,
right,
you're still in the same...
room.
Like easy access, pretty much. Like, if y'all really wanted to, when the kids are asleep, y'all go in and sleep in the same bed and wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning and go back in the bed. Like, you already know what to do. So, it's not... I mean, yeah. So, Brianna decided to open her big-ass mouth to Leah. Why she did that, I have no idea. Because Leah was like, oh, well, I'm confused. She's like, about what? She's like you and Javi situation. She was like, we're just friends, but we're going to Florida and like vacationing together and staying in the hotel room in the same hotel. Yeah, like you're a newbie,
right?
On
you
this season.
Wanted that to get back to Cal.
Yeah, like you knew that it was going to get back. You have none of these bitches have any type of loyalty to you whatsoever. Right. So of course, Leah being the woman that she is, she's like, should I tell Kel? Should I not? So she finally calls and tell Kel, like, she's mad because Javi told her, like, it's just her and the boy. Yeah. Mind you, he's taking both boys. So not only do you have Kel involved, you have Joe involved. Right. Like, you have two parents involved in your trip. Right. It's not just Kel. Right. So what if Joe didn't want you to take Isaac and be with another woman
to make that
knowing
decision.
That for a substantial amount of time of his life, you were with his mom. Yeah. Like, you have to think about everything that you're doing and not just be like, oh, well, it's not Kale's business. It's like, yes and no. Yeah. Like, it's not her business as far as, like, you moving on. But when it comes to being in close quarters and dating and y'all still claim to be friends, you have to make sure you let them know at least so they can decide whatever the fuck they want to do. Right. Especially Joe. Joe has no dog in this fight whatsoever. Right. Him and Kale have been getting along great. I mean, there's little hiccups here and there, but overall, they're not at each other's throats like they were in the beginning. Right. So here your dumb ass come. Well, and then Kale calls Javi. Of course, she thinks it's the whole same room. I guess that was a part of the telephone. Yeah. And of course, Javi tells her, it's none of your business. And hangs up on her. And then it's like, well, you can't get mad that Kale's getting mad because now you're being secretive and sneaky. Right. And then when telephone gets played and she comes to you back with the situation that you should set up for your damn self instead of Brianna telling Leah, telling Kale, Joe to tell you. Yeah. Then it would have nipped everything in the bud to begin with. Now, Javi tells Brianna that Kale knew. Yeah. But Brianna told Javi, like, you need to tell her. That's not my place to tell her for you. You should tell her yourself that we're going on a vacation together. Yeah. I'm sorry, no friends just go on vacation all of a sudden, and one's in Florida and one's in Delaware. Yeah, makes no sense. Let's bring all the kids together and go out all together as a family. Yeah. Like, you gonna be on some more serious shit. Then, and if you just want some dick, then you not gonna get your family and the kids involved. Point blank, period. Right. There's no other way around it. So, they finally get to the reunion stuff, and there's tension left and right. Brianna sent a text to Kale before, like, I just want to let you know that me and Javi are just friends. Nothing is going on between us. And it's like, that's not even the point. The point of what she's mad at has nothing to do about you and him being friends or not. It's the fact that my kids are involved.
Right.
And no one's telling me what's going on when it comes to what my kids are involved in.
Right.
So that's the difference. So, of course, I know when Kale had the third baby, Joe was like, I think it was Javi. He was like, well, how's the kid's going to be in a situation? Now you're bringing another baby around and blah, 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 blah. If you have so much to say about that, why can't she say anything about you being grounded and going on vacations with the kids?
Yeah, that's...
With one of the kids not even yours.
That's very true.
Joe is going out his motherfucking way.
Right.
To keep it as normal as possible for Isaac.
Yeah.
Because he has been through the most when it comes to all three of those kids.
Yeah.
He's been with his dad. He's been with Javi. And now, I don't even know how Chris comes to play with the baby.
Yeah.
But he didn't have to let you take Isaac. Mm-mm. He could have been like, no, I don't fuck with him. So my son's not going over there, period. Yeah. And Kale's going to side with Joe because her relationship with Joe was cool.
Right.
So they get to reunion. It's all types of drama. Now, the part I feel Kale failed in is that she let it be known that she had a problem. Yeah. Like, one thing you don't want to do is don't let other people see you sweat. Yeah. So Brianna's over here like, well, I'm not going to say nothing or do anything. And you come here like, why is she in the same dressing room with me? I don't want her around me. There's too many people around here for the baby, blah, 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 blah. And then it was like, okay, now you look like it's a bigger problem than what it really is. Yeah. And so it was a mess. Yeah. It was a huge fucking mess. Yeah. And then they kind of hashed it out because they were in the makeup room together. And, of course, Brianna was like, you're mad because we're dating. She was like, I don't give a fuck if he moves on. Right. Like, he told me, she was like, you're telling me one thing, and he's telling me another. Well, what is he saying? He's saying that you guys are more than friends, and you're telling me y'all just friends. Like, what is it? I don't even know what the situation is. She's like, well, we're just friends. Yes, you can be a title of friends, but that doesn't mean you're not working towards something more than that.
That's just, I mean, she is young, but that's just messy. I know a lot of women don't really know or even respect or even believe in the girl code. Mm-hmm. But it's just, I don't know. That's just the line that just should not have been crossed at all. Mm-hmm. Like, even though, granted, you guys are on a TV show and it's not the traditional office 9 to 5, mm-hmm. you still are fucking with your coworkers, ex-husband / baby daddy.
Exactly. That's exactly what it was.
Messy. And it should still be something like, you know what? You cool, and it would have been nice, but I'm just going to back away from that. Like, I wonder if she would feel the same way if her baby daddy was on the show and Kale or somebody start fucking with him. Like, would she still have the same tune?
No, she wouldn't.
Like,
she would think it would be all types of fucked up. Yeah. Like, can't you find
You don't
some
even
other
take care of Nova, but you're here with some... that's exactly what it would be.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
So...
And then when Brianna and Javi were in the room, mind you, her baby's only, like, 4 months old at the time. Right. So I think they had been, like, flirting and stuff since she was, like, pregnant.
And women like that and men like that.
You know what? Yes, Brittany said that. Brittany was like, y'all, this is so gross. I love Brittany. She speaks her mind where she's like, you getting yourself into some trouble. She was like, well, we're just friends. She was like, no, you're not. Yeah. She's like, I mean, we're friends, but if it gets more than that, then fine. It's okay. Well, then you're not just friends.
I don't look at none of my male friends like, well, if it get, well, maybe 1 or 2 acquaintances. I'm like, well.
But they just don't know.
Right.
It. That's a whole different situation.
Right. Well, if God says, let this happen.
Then let it be.
Right. However, for the most part, no, you don't look at male friends like that. And I don't know. Men that lust after women that are pregnant
or
by
just
other men.
Had a baby.
Yeah. And women that... that's just gross. Because it's like, you shouldn't even be thinking about... even
I mean, past the part that them being pregnant, it's like you don't even know what the situation is fully and completely with the person that they're having the baby with.
Right.
Like, she can say all that, I don't want to be with him, but you really don't know that she's been getting dick on the weekends. Mm-hmm. Like, you don't really know what the situation is. And people are only so honest with those situations. They'll be like, oh, he's really cool, but I still love this person over here. Like, you don't know. So, when Brianna was in the room and then Hobby came in, he was like, well, we need to work out some kinks and we need to like see each other more. She was like, well, you're in Delaware, I'm in Florida. He was like, yeah, but I can come out on the weekends. It's like,
that's your kid time.
Right? And I remember when they officially said that they were dating like on social media and stuff. When I say they involved the kids in everything, there was like a birthday party. They all had matching like jerseys. It was like basketball or a sport theme or something like that. Taking pictures together. He's taking pictures of Nova. Like, it was just way too much, way too fast. Like, just because y'all known each other doesn't mean anything. Right. And Kale also brought up a good point. She was like, we kind of went to Dr. Miami together. Like, we kind of knew each other and did some stuff together prior to now. So somebody asked her, like, will you ever be cool with Brianna? She was like, no. Like, this shit's weird. It's awkward. Like, she's my coworker dating my ex-husband. Like, it's weird. And you fresh. Like, you coming in the first fucking season. Right. Not even making it to the reunion. And you already got drama. Yeah. And nobody, of course. So when Kel and Brianna going at it, and she said something, and then Brianna's mom came in the room, Brianna's sister came in the room, and so Brianna's mom has said something like, well, if you felt like it wasn't this type of thing, then why were you acting the way you were acting yesterday? And then Kale said, first of all, and then Brianna said, don't disrespect my mom. Don't talk to my mom like that. Like, your mom asked me a question, I'm answering it. Right. I was told a certain type of accommodations would be taken care of, and then that didn't happen. Then Brittany come in. She was like, well, you said that you didn't want Brianna around the baby and stuff like that. Technically, she didn't say that. Right. She said
anyone. Really.
She didn't want anybody around the baby because the baby didn't have any shots. But she also said, I don't want to be around her. Right. I don't want to be around her or Janelle.
Right. And it's my fucking baby. If I don't want my fucking baby around your fucking ass, that's my fucking.
You know, right?
You said you don't want your baby. Well, it's my baby.
I don't want your bad juju around it. I'm gonna pull a Tanya from Little Women, Little Women Atlanta. Like, I don't want no bad juju around my baby. Yeah. So,
does she have a boy or a girl?
Who?
Kale.
Kale had a boy.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. All boys.
Oh, Jesus.
I know, right? But, yeah, so that happened. And, of course, Brittany was like, bitch, who the fuck you talking to? She's like, I will. And then she started walking, and she was like, oh, my God. Like, then she finally walked out. She was like, she was talking to Javi and Brianna, like, look, you guys, I don't have bail money. I just try not to get arrested.
Right.
But
your sister is doing some whole shit, so you can go sit the fuck down, too.
That's like the only thing I feel like Kale should have handled differently was, like, she should have been less like, I have a problem, and been more like, bitch, you don't mean nothing to me. Right. I feel like she just let her see her sweat a little bit too much, and it makes it seem like the problem is with her dating Javi. And it's like, yeah, it's weird, and it's kind of fucked up because you're like a coworker. Right. Like, you're a brand new coworker, and you're already like dating my ex-husband. Right. But it's the fact that it's some sneaky shit going on. And that's the part that I hate.
Okay, she has okay, let's say she was like, I don't like the fact that they're dating. Mm-hmm. And, like, she's not bound to greet you with...
Very true.
Like, if she's not doing anything personally, if she ain't told Brianna, like, I'ma fuck you up when I see you, or, you know, then she's entitled... If she wants to be mad, she's entitled to be mad. Mm-hmm. Like, what...
Because, like you said, if the tables were turned... and they was dealing with Nova's dad or the new baby daddy. Right. It would be a whole different situation.
It would.
You come in the first season and your soon-to-be fiance was fucking somebody else the whole entire time you guys were in a relationship.
Yeah.
and you felt some type of way. So imagine if that person was really Leah.
Right. And now you kind of fucked up because first off, you and Javi ain't even together no more. Mm-hmm. But now your reputation on the teen mom too is kind of like, no one really wants to be around you. Even if people get to a point to where they are like, I can be around you, you're never going to be as tight in the group as everybody else.
No, I think the only person that she's really having a conversation with is Janelle. Yeah. Janelle's kind of on the outskirts with everybody. Yeah. She's kind of like the Farrah of this season. Yeah. But David's fucking weird. Yeah. Everybody loves Barbara. Everybody was like, hey, Barbara. She was like, hey, Leah, how's it going? Talk to Joe and Kale, and they have no problem with her. It's Janelle that they really kind of have an issue with. I'm not too sure about exactly what happened between Janelle and the other girls, but Janelle wasn't fucking with it. She was like, I'm just going to stay to myself and blah, blah, blah. And David was acting like a little bitch because he was asking for beer and they were like, the bar is closed. Why did he start yelling, punching balloons and stuff? And then when he walked out, he was like, they told me it was going to be beer and they said that the bar is closed. That's some bitch stuff.
You alcoholic.
Y'all just a family full of addicts. Right.
Just... You said it'd be here. Fuck you, balloon. Oh, my God.
It was weird as shit. Right. And remember, I don't know if you remember, when they had the reunion party, people were speculating that Kale wasn't there because she was mad at the whole Brianna situation. Yeah. She actually left because Lux was, screaming his lungs off for an hour. Oh, wow. And she had to go take care of him. So that was oh, all right. Well, we know what really happened. I personally feel like she wouldn't go that far to be that annoyed of being around her that she wouldn't go to a party that she's going to feel like I'm boss bitch because I've been here since day one. Right. You're a newcomer. Why would I leave because of you? Right. If anything, you should be leaving. I'm not leaving when I get my coins and my checks, and I'm pretty sure she gets far more than Brianna does. Yeah. And I follow Kale on Snapchat and stuff. She has the biggest fucking backyard of her house, and her house is already nice. Yeah. Big ass pool, just put a gate around it, this privacy screen, and she has a landscaper and all this. She has money, right? She's good. Yeah, there's no way that she's not going to be able to take care of herself. So all you people that's oh, you should stop having kids and blah blah blah. I'm I mean, you know what? But at the same time, she really could take care of all of them. Right. She takes them to fucking Puerto Rico, Bahamas. Yeah. She flies to Atlanta whenever she needs to. I'm pretty sure she's good. She's not one of those people that's trying to steal welfare coins and stuff like that. She's good. Right. She can pack about 10 more kids. If that's what she want to do. As long as she can take care of them, great. Right. But yeah, that situation was weird. And then the whole thing with Janelle, it's getting weirder and weirder because now she thinks that Barbara is best friends with Nathan's mom because they had a conversation. I guess, if anything, they have something in common. You. Right.
They're the grandparents.
They're the grandparents, and they feel like you are not an adequate person to be with these children. So, of course, they're going to be in some type of cahoots because they know how to deal with the other person. Right. Now, this chick didn't went through 5 guys on this show since she's been on 16 and Pregnant. Right. It was the original baby daddy, then Kiefer, then Cortland, then Nathan, then David.
All these men.
And at least 2 of them she had been arrested with for drugs or drug paraphernalia. Yeah. And while she was with Nathan, it was kind of speculation that she was still kind of using or whatever the case may be. But now Nathan's going through his shit. His mama over here trying to take custody away from Janelle with Kaiser. It's every single child, 2 out of the 3 kids you have, it's so bad to the point where the dad or the dad's family is trying to take, custody away from you. And you lost officially custody of Jace. Yeah. So now you got Kaiser and you going back and forth with that one. And then you married a loose cannon. Yeah. He's fucking crazy. And then a week or 2 ago, she got in the roller race situation where she pulled out a gun and Jace was in the car.
Oh, yeah.
So it's like, I'm pretty sure Barbara's like, fuck that. You can't see him at all now.
Right.
And it's like, you keep doing things that justifies them in court for them to be like, no.
Yeah.
Like, all the time you call Barbara a bitch this and a bitch that and blah, blah, blah over the phone. Every time you do that, if it was me, I'd be like, subpoena MTV for the video footage. It's on there and whatever. So she's like, well, I don't want to be with my mom. My mom can't come to my wedding, blah, blah, blah. She know what she did. Actually, the court took Jace away,
Right.
not Barbara.
And fuck your wedding. Say the least.
Fuck your damn wedding. Fuck your family.
Mm-hmm.
You just see a little jingle bomb. Like, yeah. So, okay. I think that's enough of Teen Mom. It was a lot going on in 2 episodes of that.
Yeah.
Basketball Wives started.
Ah, yes. Yes, it did.
It started last night.
Mm-hmm.
And I really want to know, besides checks, why Jennifer came back.
Yeah. Shit, I don't know.
Besides checks. I don't really see a real reason for her to go back to the show. Just because her and Evelyn made up doesn't mean that she has to come back to the show. Honestly, she kind of been on shows for a while because she was on Sweetie Pies when she was dating Tim. And the first fucking episode is her going to court. And I was like, damn, I know exactly what courthouse she went to. Yeah. I know exactly what parking lot she parked in. It's right across the street. Is the courthouse on Hill.
Yeah.
Off of Grand by the opera thing there. The orchestra place. And she went and filed a restraining order and got granted the temporary restraining order. So obviously it was pretty serious to where it got granted.
Right.
For those that don't know, you have to file a temporary and then go back to court to get a more permanent one. That's like 5 years. But you do the temporary. It's like the quickest way to have them not necessarily not come around you, but you can get arrested at that point when you have restraining order papers. And so I don't know why this situation went left. How it went left.
Still don't know.
It's awkward because it's like I have been watching Sweetie Pies for so long, and I actually was trying to rewatch it because the next season that's coming up is the last season of it. And don't get me wrong, the food's good. I went to Sweetie Pies in North Hollywood and the Inglewood one, so. But I don't know what part of him stalking and all that kind of shit happened. That's kind of weird because she said she was like walking up the street and she saw him like on the street by her house. That's some creepy ass weird ass shit.
Right.
I don't know if he was trying to get her back and she was like no or whatever, but anywho, I find it weird because there's 2 new wives on the show. Mm-hmm. Apparently they're both wives or girlfriends of Malaysia's cousins. Oh. Who are also in the basketball industry. One's like a former coach and one is like a current coach or something like that. She's like, oh yeah, this is my cousin too. I'm like, how many fucking cousins and relatives do you have in the NBA?
Oh, well, yeah.
Are they really blood cousins? Or are they just friends of the family that you've been cousins with for a while? Because that happens too.
Yeah.
But anyway, the older cousin, he looks like he's probably like in his 50s. Yeah. He's married or with this real young Asian girl named Cece. She looks like she's in her 30s. So there's probably like a good 20-year difference. Yeah. It was just weird. And then the other girl is married to her cousin, younger cousin, and I don't know, I forget their name. I know Cece's name, but I don't know the other girl's name.
Yeah.
And the whole thing with Takari had came up again. Mm-hmm. Now, it kind of has settled because the season ended a while ago.
And now it's getting picked
it's getting picked up again. So, she's still having this whole situation how Evelyn inserted herself into her family business. But if you really remember back in last season, the insertion was just donating to her because her grandson was burned.
Right.
So it's like every time Jackie gets information or something going on, the way she perceives the situation is usually a 180 from what actually happened. Like, her reality is totally...
It's very skewed.
Yeah, different from what actually happened. So, if Takari wants to go online and publicly ask people for help and Evelyn decides that she wants to help, technically that's not inserting herself into family business.
She didn't send a memo, so what happened?
Right, like, no, there was no, well, where's Jackie at?
Right.
Like, she ain't gonna help you or anything like that. I'm pretty sure from what I read in the post, because it got screenshot and, like, sent everywhere, it had nothing to do with, like, Takari and Jackie. It was just like Takari and her son.
Right.
Or whatever. So, of course, she wants to take offense to it. Like, I could take care of my daughter. And then that whole situation with the book came out. And, of course, Takari feels some type of relationship or alliance on her end to Evelyn. That's not Evelyn inserting herself into her business. The only thing you can possibly take away about inserting herself into the business was her getting a copy of the book.
Right.
But I think Takari voluntarily sent that and gave that to her. So it's like, you can't be mad that Takari's bringing her into the business. Is not Evelyn's out.
And then you can't be mad at all, because the very first season of Basketball Wives LA, you and that other hating ass bitch Laura sure went and Googled and pulled up Drea's whole past with her son. Mm-hmm. And y'all all confronted her at a restaurant like, are you a deadbeat mom because we found this? So, you can't get mad at nobody for doing exactly what you would do if it was somebody else. If one of Shawnee's kids wrote a book on her and they sent you a manuscript, you'd be on there reading it. If Evelyn's daughter sent a manuscript to you about her, you'd be reading it. So, that's what I don't like. Like, we all have our levels of messiness, but don't get so offended when certain messy shit happens to you, when you yourself know you're a messy person, and if the tables was turned to receive the mess, you'd be right there with open arms.
That's very true.
Like, you're a deadbeat grandmother, you're a deadbeat mom, you treated your daughter differently because she had disabilities, or she was bigger, or she had darker skin, if not all three issues. The lighter skinned child confirmed it. So,
back when Laura brought it up.
Exactly. So,
she was the first person to bring it up. That was the only time we seen Takara on camera.
Yeah.
Was way at the beginning.
Right.
The other child, the one that you actually liked, confirmed that you treated her differently.
She was the main one that was like, yeah, this is... And it got swept under the rug until... Takari posted, like, the GoFundMe. And that's when it was like, well, if you remember, this is actually Jackie's daughter. The one that she likes actually said it. So when the kid that you actually favor comes out and say, yeah, she treated us, well, her really bad, then...
And she says, like, Jackie won't acknowledge anything that she's ever done. That's
seems like
the worst part you can do when you're trying to repair, like, a parent-child relationship is not acknowledge at least what they're saying to you, whether you believe it's real or not. Like, and the way that Jackie is fucking set up, her reality is so off and so skewed. Like, I'm pretty sure everything that Takari tells her, like, all the things that she can vividly remember, she'll be like, well, I don't remember that. I don't remember that. I don't remember that. And all that kind of bullshit. So, just gross. So she brings up that whole situation talking to Malaysia, like, I really wanted to, like, rip her head off and blah, blah, blah. But then again, you went after Evelyn's daughter and call her, what did she call her?
Build-A-whore.
Build-A-hoe,
It's like, I've never heard anything bad about Shawnee's. So
I haven't heard anything bad about Shawnee's either.
Like, so you're just whatever, just saying stuff.
When she actually didn't insert herself in your family business, and you wanted to retaliate and actually bring up talking shit about her daughter. Right. Like, no one said anything until you said something. Now Evelyn don't want to fuck with you because you brought something up about her daughter. Her daughter has nothing to do with anything. Yeah. Like, just because your daughter is involved, she put herself in that situation to where she's reaching out to Evelyn and things of that nature. You're just mad because you didn't want your business out there. And then when she would start writing the book, you got even more pissed. Like, let her write her book. If that's therapeutic or cathartic, whatever the case may be, let her fucking do it.
Yep.
So they get to, of course, she's with the daughter she likes, shopping and stuff with that granddaughter. Oh, my grandbaby this and my grandbaby that. It's like, it just looks horrible.
And very just fake. Jackie should be ashamed of herself. Like,
you know what? Yeah. It just looks bad when she's like, happy fun time with this one grandbaby, and she got 4 others.
And we know the truth. Yeah. It's like, I'm going to be a grandma. I'm so happy and blah, blah, blah.
She really made it seem like it was her first grandchild.
Yes. And it's like, that's why it's so bad. Like, there's others.
Because I'm pretty sure when the first season first started, I'm pretty sure she had her first grandchild already.
Right.
If not soon after.
Right.
Because the show has been on for quite some time, the LA show or whatever. But I know it's not LA, Miami anymore. It's just basketball rights normally.
Yeah,
but
it's just LA, I guess.
It's just an LA cast mainly now. But it just looks horrible. Mm-hmm. But she has her daughter come to a party that Malaysia threw because she wanted people to meet her New Orleans family. I really don't understand the party again.
We never do.
Kind of weird, but so what's that daughter's name?
Chantel.
Chantel, yes. So Chantel was like, "Well, can you just like have a conversation with her?" She's like, "I ain't talking to her." She was like, "Well, I mean, you can't keep going on with this, and just have a conversation with her so y'all can just be cordial, or whatever, and just leave it at that." Because every time Jackie's like, "I'm gonna kill that bitch," it's like, okay, well, how many times are you gonna say you're gonna kill that bitch, but you're not really gonna do it? So every time she feels like she want to fight somebody, she really pretends like she's gonna fight somebody, and then somebody hold her back, but she really doesn't need to be held back. Only person that needs to be really held back is Tammy and fucking Evelyn, because they will come for you or throw a bottle of wine at you, or throw a cigarette butt at you, or throw you over the balcony in Europe. Or where they go, Spain. They gonna fuck some shit up. Shit, the 2 bitches fought on their own together. So, when it comes to Jackie, ain't nobody scared of you.
Right.
Like
Brooke already put hands on you.
You are that dog, all bark, no bite whatsoever.
Yeah.
And they're not gonna shit. Evelyn tried to fight your ass last season, and you was like, "Come get some." And it's like,
get some.
But you didn't even like lunge toward her.
Right.
You were just yelling, like, "I'm gonna beat that bitch." It's like, but you're just saying it. I haven't seen you do anything. Evelyn, she's just Tammy. What's the other girl with the lisp?
We've seen Malaysia
Susie.
fight.
We see Malaysia fight, but Evelyn did Tammy, Susie, and then the chick with the bottle.
Yeah. Keisha? No.
Keisha.
It was that other girl. I forgot her name.
Yeah. But she's fought or tried to fight. Oh, no. The other girl that she threw water on, that she said, she was like, something. She threw water into a cup. Yeah. That's 4 people she didn't try to fought or tried to fight on camera.
Yeah.
You ain't done nothing but yell at some people. Or pretend like you was gonna do something, but you ain't really done nothing. Yeah. Because I feel like she'll get winded and like get knocked out because she's tired.
Yeah.
That's something my fat ass would do. I'm too tired to fight. I'm not gonna last.
I don't have the endurance.
And I know I don't. So I'm just gonna be like, bitch, I wish you would, and walk away.
With a donut.
Oh my God, I'm on this cleanse. I can't have no donut. I do kind of want some chicken nuggets.
Of course you do.
But I know if I do it, it's gonna fuck me up. So I did have a taste test of the spaghetti I made earlier, though.
Did you put the meat in your mouth? You know what I meant. The one time I wasn't even trying.
You see my expression? Right.
I was like, oh, no.
That's what he said. I just took a little fork and that sounds good. It looked good.
I'm sure it did.
It looked good with a T.
Right.
And it's for Malachi. I'm like, God damn it. I just want to try
It's for the kids.
It's for the kids. But yeah, so they get to the party and of course, the mood changes because Jackie and Evelyn are in the same building. Evelyn is not giving two fucks. She's like, I ain't talking to that bitch, and that's it. So she goes upstairs with Jennifer, and Chantel was like, I'm gonna go talk to her. And Jackie's like, you better not. I'm so pissed right now, blah, blah, blah. So she follows her kind of like up the stairs.
Like, I'm gonna go see what she
And then Chantel was like, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to be rude. I'm Chantel. Like, I just want to see if you wanted to have a conversation with my mom and see kind of like if y'all can be cordial, whatever. And she was like, it is what it is. I'm not going to be friends with her. And like, that's kind of it. So Jackie's over there like, I'm about to go get her and blah, 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 blah. Like, talking all this shit. Chantel's being the adult that she's supposed to be and try to end the situation because she was like, I'm so done about hearing about this. Like, that's pretty much why she went to go talk to her.
Right.
And so in Jackie's interview, she was like, there go Evelyn again, asserting herself in my family business again. I was like, Evelyn was minding her own Puerto Rican business upstairs.
Right.
She didn't go to Chantel, talk to Chantel, nothing.
Yeah.
And she wanted to say hi to Chantel before. She was like, well, I don't have a problem with her. Like, I don't mind saying hi to her, but I don't want no problems with Jackie. Because, and then so when Chantel goes to her, now you're saying she's inserting herself into your family business again. When she was really minding her own fucking business. Right. Doesn't make any kind of sense. So, I don't know how this whole situation is going to pan out this season. I know Shawnee's trying to be, a weed dealer now, a legal weed dealer. I said, get your coins.
Right.
You know what? It's probably why she's never going to get, between the alimony she's getting from Shaq and the money she's getting as an executive producer and all these shows, I don't think she's ever going to get married again. Not.
Just have young boyfriends.
Yeah. That's all she really needs. Get her little fix and... Well, she has a house she wants. She has a car she wants. All her kids are taken care of. Her and Shaq have a really good relationship, apparently. So I'm like, she's like, I'm not trying to fuck nothing up, and I'm not trying to mess up this alimony either. Right. So I don't think, did he have a prenup? I don't think he had a prenup when they were together.
Because she made off very well.
Yeah. And she's probably still getting them coins every month. While he's having all these wonderful memes made about him. Right. And being in these hot and icy commercials.
Yeah. Are all her kids over 18?
Not all of them. I feel like the last ones are probably a sophomore and junior in high school. Yeah. I feel like they're almost done. Because she did just have one graduate from college? Yeah. Yeah, college. So, and then the one that was on the show with her in the Grow House, she said that one was about to go to college. Yeah. So I feel they're pretty grown now. I don't see her having to. If all the kids are in the house, she don't need no babysitter. Yeah. That's pretty much how it is at this point. Can you imagine? You have 5 kids. They're all old enough to the point where they can be in the house for the weekend themselves. I am not staying in this house one bit if I don't fucking have to.
Yeah, my cousin's like that now. She's like, all right, 3 are graduate. Well, yeah, 3 are graduated. 1 is graduating next year, and the other one's 14. She said, it's time for me. All the trips I've been wanting to take, I'm starting now. Yeah. And she really has. I'm like,
good for her.
Right. I'm like, you done did it. You done made it. Soon as it was my niece's birthday, my cousin's birthday last week, I had texted her. I was like, 3 down, 2 to go. She was like, we getting there. I was like, yeah.
Yeah, once the youngest gets 14, 15, 16, depending on their maturity level, I'm going to be gone for 4 days. Yeah. Don't have no boys up in my house. Right. Don't have no girls up in my house. If there's a situation, call your grandma. Yeah. I'll FaceTime you when necessary.
I went to visit her a few months ago, and she was like, last night it was so weird. Everybody was gone. She was like, one kid was in LA. Another kid was, at the movies with her friends. Another one was with her boyfriend. The other one was out with their friend. She was like, and I was just here alone.
All right, baby. That's why I'm baby of the family.
Yeah, she was like, and it was just me. I was like, dang.
I remember when I was 14. Quiet. I mean, I was the oldest between me and my sister, but when I was 14, that's when I started getting the key to the house. I didn't have to wait, for somebody to come and open the door. Yeah. If I was hungry, I'd warm up some burritos. Right. I was I could take care of myself.
And then her two oldest has cars, so even the younger ones who don't, they're like, ask your sister to take you somewhere.
And then these days, bitch, I'm hopping in an
Uber or Lyft.
Lyft. Like, oh my God.
Can you cash at me $20? I'm gonna hop in this Lyft.
Can you imagine when you have arguments with your family members? Fuck this, I'm leaving. And you hop in a Lyft. I can't I'm just thinking about college days.
Yeah.
When we wanted to go out and stuff, like everybody had to have a car or whatever.
Yeah.
College would have been. Do you know how many shenanigans we would have got into?
Do you know how many many arguments would have been because somebody didn't put in for their part of the Lyft? Excuse me, it's been 3 rides and we still are missing your $6.
I sent you the request to split. I need you to accept it
now.
Well, my account's frozen because I still owe money. Bitch, why didn't you say anything before you got in this Lyft?
It's like we're collecting cash before you get it.
Oh, yeah. Girl, you better cash at me this $5.
Oh, my God.
We got all the technology.
Yeah.
Everybody ain't going to be on me shit.
No.
We got Venmo, Cash App, Apple Pay.
How you want to pay?
Wells Fargo got mobile pay. Like, bitch, you about to give me some money.
You can send me some Starbucks credit. Like, how you...
I would have got owed my turkey bacon that I've been waiting for the past 8 years. Just kidding.
She could Amazon Prime a pack.
All that. I want to hear by tomorrow.
You ate my bacon. Well, I don't have my card. Amazon Prime, they can have.
Oh no, fuck Amazon Prime. There's Amazon now, bitch. I want my shit in the next 2 to 4 hours, and that's exactly how fast it gets to my house. Between the hours of 2 and 4.
The good old days.
Oh yeah, can you imagine? But I'm just thinking, and mind you, that wasn't that long ago.
Sadly, no.
It wasn't that long
2008,
ago.
2009.
Like, exactly. So, I mean, it is almost 10 years.
Fuck.
I know, right?
The time of my life was at least 10 years ago.
Yeah. She has an epiphany, you guys. She's looking around.
I hope when I die, I can be born as somebody else and do it again. Please.
Give a redo.
Right. Because I feel like in another life, I'm not even going to lie, I feel like I was like a rich white woman.
Me too. Like Elisa Vanderpump.
Right, I feel like it.
A regal white woman.
Right, I feel like I was a rich white woman who treated her husband bad. So God was like, I'll show you, bitch. You'll never get a man.
We're going to make you black and poor.
Now, the black part, I don't mind. That's cool.
Yeah.
Really?
We're going to make you a peasant. What have I done in my previous life for me to deserve this?
Meeting all these bums.
Did you know what you did with your husband?
I don't. What did I do? Like, that's...
Shit.
Fuck. All right.
And then Tammy and Evelyn still kind of going at it. Apparently, there's a rumor that's going to happen where Jennifer and Tammy have a conversation about Evelyn sleeping with Shawnee's ex.
And, of course, it's like, well, we need to know which one. Because is it...
The young one.
Right. Is it the one of her youngins that came after Shaq, or is it the big one?
I have no idea.
The big X.
I have no... Literally the big X.
But I feel like if it was Shaq, unless that whole little storyline situation is made up, I don't see how they could still be friends.
I don't think... Well, kind of in the clip, she was like, well... How long you been knowing her? She was like, well, if you knew about a year ago, why didn't you tell her a year ago? Why are you just, if that's your homegirl, why are you just now telling her if you've been knowing for like a year?
No, if that's your homegirl, why'd you fuck them?
True, right? And then Shawnee they clipped to Shawnee like, I never look at her the same. So I don't know if she's talking about Evelyn or I don't know if she's talking about Jennifer or Tammy.
Right.
So I don't know what the situation is.
I'm trying to figure out, is the whole Evelyn Tammy thing for like a storyline? Because I'm like, every single time a season ends, y'all end on good terms. But somehow when a season restarts, somehow y'all have this issue with something. It's always something
about who said what in what interview and social media,
right.
And then it gets stirred up
because
again.
It's like before... The last season, before Evelyn left Basketball Wives, her and Tammy was real cool with each other.
Yeah.
And then she did an interview a few months later was saying, like, basically, me and Tammy aren't friends. We're just too different. And, you know, I don't have a problem with her, but we're not friends. We're not cool. So then when it restarted, when she came back, then that was like, Tammy was like, well, you said this and that. And then I'm still mad about the whole you sleeping with my ex-husband thing. And it was like, wait. I thought all this stuff had been like hashed out like years ago. Right. In the words of Dave Chappelle, that was years ago, motherfucker.
Fuck your memory.
Right. Like,
erase that shit.
Right.
I'm like, I feel like, yeah, the whole thing with Tammy is like, it gives for a good storyline, but this has been the same storyline since Miami.
So it's like, what's going on?
And now there's like, you slept with Ken. Nobody knew. Everybody knew that Kenny Anderson was married. She's like, well, I didn't know. Like, right. And it's been going on since day one, really.
Right.
And
but it's like
how
y'all,
long?
Right. Y'all had got cool for a good 2 seasons after that. And then when she came back, it's like, well, I'm still not over it because of this. And I'm like, wait a minute.
Wait a fucking minute.
Yeah. So it's just, you know, all of that. And then I think it was Shawnee, because I didn't see the full episode, but I saw a clip where Shawnee was like, well, maybe Tammy just don't like you. Maybe she's just one of those where it's like, I don't necessarily have a reason to not like you.
I just don't.
But I just don't care for you. And I'm like, maybe that could be
I feel like
it.
ever since she found out that Evelyn had been with Kenny Anderson, I feel like from that day on, she always gonna look at her sideways.
Right. And it's like, no matter how many good conversations y'all have, no matter how many, we done went places together and we cool, it always is like, ugh. Mm-hmm. So I think at this point, kind of like what Shawnee said, maybe Tammy just need to come out and be like, look, have you done anything recently for me to dislike you? No, but look, here it is. I don't like you.
I don't care for you.
Which
is fine. Not everybody is going to like everybody else.
Right, which is
it's
fine.
It's not a situation, but it gets to the point where it's like, stop making up.
Up shit. Like we stupid.
And of course, if that conversation about Shawnee's ex and Evelyn sleeping with him is coming from Tammy, it's like, I mean, how there's nothing she can use to confirm that. Yeah. It's probably a rumor that she's like, oh, I got this in my back pocket. Right. And it's like, if it really was true or something you had concrete evidence for and you knew about it for over a year, why not bring it up to Shawnee prior to then? And then Jennifer brought it up in front of the whole group. Right. Evelyn looking at Jennifer like, bitch, what? I thought we was cool. I was just at the courthouse when you was trying to get this restraining order.
Jennifer's like, remember when you tried to jump over the table to whoop my ass?
Payback, bitch.
I ain't forgot. Told you I don't fight. I could see Jennifer doing that.
Instead of throwing these hands, I throw these papers.
Right. Yeah, me and Evelyn are cool and stuff, but you know, I still ain't forgot what I could see her in the confessional.
Yeah, I ain't forgot, bitch.
I ain't forgot what she did.
Yeah, it's like, okay, if you're not cool, if you can like be cordial, cool, but you don't have to be friends with these bitches if you don't want to. It's completely fine. I've done it many times. I did this shit in college. Yeah. Like, y'all, maybe that's what it is. These bitches didn't go to college.
But now you're 50, sitting here trying to figure out how to be cordial.
Yeah. Like, it's like maybe there's this rites of passages that you didn't go through when you were younger, so you're just dealing with this shit when you're in your 40s and 50s. Jackie.
It's like, I either don't like you and want to fight you, or we're best friends. It's like, no, it doesn't have to be such extremes.
Be like Shawnee. Be like in the middle. Right. Like, if I don't fuck with you, I don't fuck with you. If I like you, you cool.
Well, you know why? Because Shawnee doesn't need to have drama to still get her checks for this show. They are like every little emotion of uneasy that I feel, I need to express it because this contributes to my paycheck.
Right.
So
Shawnee over here like, I'm getting my check regardless.
Right. So probably like, you know what? You sneezed during brunch and I thought it was very disrespectful, so I'm going to tell you about yourself. Like, that's really how it be. Like, wait, what?
Yeah. Like, and I remember, and I'm actually glad that Shawnee kind of put herself in the show because she kind of was kind of keeping herself out for a little bit. And when she started to like really put herself in the show, I'm like, okay, cool. She's kind of like the the balance of the show because she's not really in drama. She doesn't really start drama. She's not really petty. Like, the most memorable part of Shawnee when she was having that...
Brandy.
Yeah, when she had that situation with Brandy. So, thank you for your services.
Like Jennifer, she don't fight. I file papers.
In this case, your unemployment papers. What's it called? A pink card?
Yellow card? Your pink slip?
Pink slip. There we go. I'm filing your pink slip tomorrow.
Right.
So, we ain't seen her since. Well, she did try to bring her back when they went to...
last season.
Big Bear or something like that.
It was like Palm Springs or something.
Yeah.
Last season.
Just give it up already.
Yeah. Stop trying to make fetch happen.
It's not going to happen. Anywho, so we'll see how that turns out. It's only the first fucking episode. Yeah. This whole thing with Jackie, of course, is going to be about her, Takari. Oh, yeah, the clip is like she's in the therapy. It's like she's rude, she's disrespectful, and the therapist is like, well, she can't be too different from the tree she fell from. I said, bitch, yes. Tell her fucking again. It is not anything different than what you probably do to her. Mm-hmm. And if you cannot acknowledge the shit that she's actually... at least expressing to you of what she experienced in her life, the relationship between you and Takari is never going to happen.
And I think it's probably like, oh my gosh, she's so rude and disrespectful because now she's telling the world. She probably has been she's probably been saying this to you for years, and you've probably been like, I don't care, I don't hear you. You're not my favorite one.
Right.
But now that she's telling the world, now it's like, oh my God, what do I do? Like.
And then you probably come at her all types of sideways. Like, I don't know what it is about some of these parents, but once they get 25 and older, you really gonna have to come to them as some adults. You can't always come at them like they're 12 years old. Yeah. That it's not gonna work, especially if they're paying their own bills and take care of their own kids, and you ain't doing shit. You have less to say about whatever the fuck they do. Mm-hmm. And the fact that Jackie Ross, she's pregnant now, about to have another kid. It's like, what is the point of even bringing that up? Your favorite daughter had a kid. You didn't have anything negative to say about that. And she wasn't married. So whether she's having a 4th, 5th, or 6th kid, whatever, you should be grateful that you actually have the opportunity to be a grandmother. Mm-hmm. But you don't focus on that. You focus on the fact that your daughter is making another mistake. When... they're all by the same fucking dad. Right. Every single one of her kids, I believe, have the same father. Right. So, what's the problem? Right. Her child got burned. That's nothing that she could have really prevented.
Right, because it's like, do both of Jackie's daughters even have the same dad?
No. No. Because Takari's the oldest. Yeah. So. And you can clearly tell they ain't got the same dad.
Doug came along and saved you.
Right.
And that woman.
So I'm pretty sure she feels like not only did her mom abandon her, but once her mom married her husband, her basketball husband, she gave no... I'm pretty sure Jackie was broke and down and out and wanted a better life, and then Doug came along and swept her off her feet with all this money and whatever the case may be, and she was like,
he's hella gullible.
Girl, yes. And he's the type that he's going to do anything for his wife and blah, blah, blah. Yeah, they've been together for 20 years and she's so territorial. And she's like, no one's going to come between me and my husband, not even my oldest child. And that's probably what the fuck happened. She was so concerned about serving Doug and being with Doug and do whatever the fuck was connected directly to Doug that she probably just didn't give a fuck about Takari.
I think that's actually what Takari said.
Well, shit. Well, damn it, I don't remember what she said with that. Season was so long ago. But yeah, that's probably what fucking happened. And then all the time, like, well, I mean, she probably wanted Takari to lose weight and stuff because she was in the spotlight and she was a NBA wife. Yeah. And she needed her daughters to look a certain type of way. That way, when they go out as a family, nobody will look at her weird. And because she was already darker than them two bitches, so she was like, well, I have a problem with that. I can't really change that. Right. I don't even know if the bitch had to take some bleaching lotion or whatever the case may be. It's like she was so consumed in this new life of being an NBA wife that she forgot what it was to be a mother to her first child. Yeah. And I bought the book. I ain't finished it, but I bought it. I'm gonna support that bitch. Take care of your kids.
Right.
Because your grandma ain't. So,
yeah.
Anyway, I feel like there was one more show.
Basketball Wives.
Teen Mom. Oh, fuck, Vanderpump.
Oh, yes. That'll be a quick one.
It will. Because there's only certain parts out. And plus, there's another part. It's 3 parts. So, the first thing this Lala and her man situation is actually getting really annoying. I feel like it's a not as intense version of Sheena and Rob. Yeah. Instead of hearing Rob all the time, you just hear my man.
Okay, younger Vicky Gumbelson.
Right. Oh, it's play with my man. I'm playing with my man.
When they refer to their dudes as their man, they serious.
Yeah. But it's like, she keeps bringing it up, and obviously people have a problem with her because, remember, she was, like, defending the fact that she was not dating a married man. Yeah. People are spreading rumors that she was dating a married man. And all the while he was. He was legally separated. Yeah. But he was married. Right. So, you lied this whole time. And there's a reason why Katie called you a whore. She said, well, I call it like I see it. That the rumor was true. I mean, even though he was legally separated, that doesn't mean that you can't classify him as a married man.
Yeah, you're legally separate. Okay, well, once those divorce papers are filed, then you can talk to me. Until then, don't. Yeah. I don't understand. Well, I don't know. There's plenty of people who don't really understand that concept, including Jada Pinkett Smith at the time.
She said she would have done it differently if she knew what she knew now. Yeah, but it's like just. I'm like, I feel like it's like a competition with the women going out because I'm the woman coming in.
Right.
And so it's like, well, you're done and over with. I'm the new one. You shouldn't have a problem with me, whatever. And it's like, that's not even
clearly
the case.
He's moved on, or it's like, but no, like, what if I'm sitting here trying to find a therapist so we can work it out?
Right. And then your young ass come in and trying to fuck shit up.
Right. And then the husband as well. It's like, just, if you don't want to be with me, then file for divorce. At least.
Kirk. That's a huge example right there. Right. If you want to frolic and gallivant around the streets, then by all means do that. But don't leave me here dealing with your penis being in everybody's vagina. Yeah. Kurt, my man. I think his name is like Randall. So she that was like, okay, well, that kind of just makes everything that you were going through for 2 seasons full of shit. Yeah. Because you were trying to defend something that was actually true, but you wanted to be technical, but technically he was married. Yeah. You tried to make it untechnical, I guess. Right. And so that situation had happened. And then I noticed recently on social media, she's been posting like more pictures and stuff with her man. But what happens is, like, she'll turn off the comments. Yeah. It's like, okay, if you didn't want to post him before, cool. That's your prerogative. But if you're getting to the point where you're going to post it on social media, but then you don't want anybody to say anything, and it's like, what's the point? Right. What is the point? And so, of course, people now, she pulls up in the I-8. Yeah. She confirmed that he does get cars, but she pays for her insurance. It's like, at the end of the day, he's still getting you cars. Like, everything she was denying before, like, oh, I have a cap on rent, so I've way above the cap, so I do pay some of it on my own. It's like, you're still getting stuff paid for yourself. Right. Which is not the issue. The issue of you getting your shit paid or things given to you is not really the issue. My issue is that you tried to lie about it this whole time and make it seem like you were doing everything on your own. And you weren't.
You're a kept woman.
You were a kept woman. That's fine. Mm-hmm. So when James came up and was like, your fat man pays for your bills.
Okay, he shouldn't have said fat, but your man pays for your...
He said, your pays for your rent. He was like, and then you tried to go off on him. Like, you can't just say anything you want to say. It's like, well, he kind of was right this whole time.
Yeah.
So it's like, if fine being the kept woman, you can be a kept woman all the fuck you want. But like, we know what? I'm in the apartment that I want to be. I'm in the I-8 that I want to be in. Fine. That's me and my business.
Right.
Me
I
want
to be a little kept.
I kind of want to be a little kept too. That's fine.
Just a little.
It's okay. It is completely okay. But don't lie about it. Like, this is like, I'm standing in my truth. I don't care what none of y'all bitches say. My man helps me pay for my shit, and I'm with him, and that is my boyfriend. I'm not a side chick. I'm not any of that. I'm the main chick. I'm his girlfriend, and this is what we do in our relationship. You guys can suck a dick if you don't care. Like, I'd much rather you do that than like, my man doesn't do anything. I pay my own stuff. This is a lease. My mom bought me this purse. And then all of a sudden, well, yeah, he does this for me. He does that for me. It's like, now you're considered a liar.
Right.
And then she's been posting more pictures in the private jet.
Yeah.
And she was at the Cannes Film Festival in France.
Yeah.
In the car with her boyfriend and 50 Cent.
I saw that, yeah.
On the way to whatever it was.
Cannes.
Yeah. Cannes Film Festival. And I feel like it's Cannes, but
it might be.
the French version.
Right.
But as English people.
Cannes. No coup.
Right? But that's usually like a huge deal.
Yeah,
it's kind of like the Met Gala in a sense. Like, people really
for film festivals.
Yeah, so it's like, okay, you can be a kept woman. That's fine. That's completely okay.
Yeah. And then if I'm only the girlfriend, I only want to brag about certain amenities so much because it can be gone in a split second.
That's another truth.
Like, now, if I'm the wife, you're going to have to pay me off. Right. Camille Grammer, like, all right, well, we're divorced, but I still got about a good $50 million, a couple of these houses to my name. But girlfriend, he could tell you today it's over, and guess what? You gonna be on Southwest next to shit.
You're gonna be like that Lifetime movie with the sugar babies. Remember that movie?
Right, she was like, I can't do this shit no more.
And he said, fuck this and fuck your
school.
Your allowance. This bitch lost her apartment.
Everything.
She lost everything because everything she was doing was from a sugar daddy. Now, I'm not saying that Lala is a sugar baby or anything like that, but that's kind of the example. Is like, he can snatch all of that from you
in a second
tomorrow.
So, yeah, I'm not saying I wouldn't post no pictures, of course, jet life or something, but I wouldn't be so quick to just brag about it because it really can be gone at any moment.
I mean, Lisa Vanderpump don't be posting all that kind of shit. I'm pretty sure she's been all around all kind of people with all kinds of coins, just chilling.
And then it's like, if he's divorced, then he's probably really, sadly, I hate to say it, like, just using you for a good time. Like, you're this young, pretty white girl that's on his arm. It's fun and games. I
wonder how long, if
the wife probably is pretty well
that
off.
Was.
Yeah, I'm like, the wife is probably pretty well off.
Apparently, he's a really good producer, and obviously, he was in the car with 50 Cent. And apparently, Martin Scorsese watches Pump Rules or whatever.
Yeah.
And she does name drop a lot. She does talk about, like, the trips and stuff a lot. I mean, she didn't before. She was really keeping it hush-hush, but now I feel she feels more comfortable.
Right, I guess
she's doing
he's like,
it.
well, you can talk about it now. Now that the divorce is final.
He went from a big papa to Randall.
Yeah.
Like, that was, like, this is my man or whatever. But I kid you not, now that I've seen him and see what he looks like, there's no chance in hell if she was walking down the street and he walked down the street, she would not look at him twice. No. I'm sorry.
No.
I'm pretty sure it was a situation where they were somewhere and she met him and talked to him and liked him for his personality. Right. And I'm just really being generous with this scenario. Yeah. I'm trying to be as nice as possible. They had a good conversation and she was like, you know what? I can look past your looks. I don't think she's ever called him sexy or handsome or nothing like that. She just says, my man, and I want to fuck a grown-ass man. Yeah. Which is cool. That's cool. Do you? I mean, do you, but
I just feel like enjoy
it. Yeah.
Because it ain't gonna last.
Most likely. Statistics show that it won't last. No. And if...
You're here for a good time, not a long time.
I mean, I'm pretty sure that I remember her performance, he wasn't even there because he was busy, like, working and stuff. And you know how I feel. Like, that's why Orange County in California has a 70% divorce rate. Why? it doesn't matter how much money you have. These people don't have time with one another. That's how affairs and stuff start. Then, that's kind of what happens. He probably started dating you because he had an affair. I don't know what the situation of why they got divorced. But he probably did have an affair during his marriage, and he saw you. You was feeling him. He said, I got me a young bitch, and I'm about to give her the world. And
for a while.
Yeah, and let her use the jet and all that kind of stuff.
Right.
It's like, okay, if my man has a jet, I'm sorry, I'm not working at Sir.
Yeah, no.
There's no chance in hell I'm working there. I'm going to be a full-kept woman. I'm not going to just work I guess you can say for camera purposes, but if Kristen can pull it off without being working there, then why can't you?
That is actually very true. Now when I'm looking at Lisa Vanderpump and I'm like, my boyfriend could actually give me the same lifestyle as you. Maybe not a Villa Rosa, but...
Yeah.
She could be, I'm flying to Paris for the weekend. I'll catch you there. Like...
Yes, exactly.
And I'm still, yeah.
I mean, Stassi and Kristen don't work at Sir.
Yeah.
I mean, Stassi works for Lisa in a sense because she does the event planning, but she does not work as a waitress or anything of that nature where she depends on tips.
Yeah.
And they still can get their checks from the show. So if they have some type of storyline where they don't have to work in the actual restaurant, I'm pretty sure Lala can do that too.
Yeah.
She can concentrate on her music or whatever and still have a storyline with James because James is still working there and she can still get her checks from the show and be put out there or whatever. So I don't know. That's the only thing I really couldn't understand from Lala when it comes to her man. She's like, yeah, I came into I-8 today. And somebody was like, I don't even know what that is. Stassi, I don't even know what that is.
Right. Of course.
And I was like, is that she's in the I-8. Why is she in the I-8? Of course. It's like, okay. And she's like, yeah, he gives me cars and jewelry and blah, blah, blah. First of all, I need to live with you. You know what I mean? Like, he helped me pay for my apartment, but it's like, if we're doing all of this, I might as well sway in your residence.
Unless she's lying about how much her rent is. And, she's keeping a good... I don't know. Or maybe she's at her cap and she's really not paying any overages. Right. Or just, I hope... I hate to say this. I hope you're, pocketing some of this money and saving.
That's what any real smart woman would do. It's like, let me put...
Because I'm like, you are the girlfriend. You're not even the fiance with, a $500,000 rock on your hand to where it's like, this shit don't work out. I'm pawning this shit and I'm set. You are a girlfriend. So his let's say he gives you $6,000 a month. That could be gone at any time.
Yeah. And it's like, that's like your forced sort of relationship during them.
Yeah. And you will, and in my opinion, if that ends, you're going to look a little worse than Sheena. Because at least she was really like, I just really love this man. Mm-hmm. You are sitting here bragging about all the material things. Now it's like, well, now all the material things are gone.
It was funny when Lala was like, yeah, he gives me cars and jewelry. And then she was looking at her and I was like, yeah, all these material stuff. And she was like, yeah, a lot of people would just say, it's just materials. Like, they're just mad because they're not getting it. And then Sheena looked up like, I thought that was funny as fuck. And that's kind of, honestly, I feel like Sheena is kind of jealous because she was talking about all the shit that she was going to get from Rob. Like, oh, he has a house in Studio City, and this is our kitchen, and he has a house in Big Bear, and he has this and this and that, and he gives me this, and blah, 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 blah. He owns his own business. Like, she was just saying all these things about him, and then they broke up, and then she doesn't have that anymore. Right. So now Lala did upgraded all the fucking way to the top of the totem pole when it comes to the kind of men you can be with. Right. And she probably feels some type of way. I honestly feel because her and Lala are not even all that cool anymore. Yeah. So it was just weird in that sense. Like, Lala, be a kept woman, be proud that you're a kept woman, do whatever the fuck you want.
And just move a little bit smarter.
Yeah, just
get a ring.
Get a ring or just, start pocketing this shit.
Something, because I'm like, you being a cute girlfriend, you're not going to keep getting all this shit forever.
Men like that, they always say looks fade. And she definitely looks different from season 1. Yeah. So, yeah.
Yeah.
It's not.
And Lala is a pretty girl, but in LA or all the foreign places he be at, you're a dime a dozen. So.
Exactly. Exactly. She actually looks prettier without her makeup. I
Yeah.
feel like her makeup is like really drastic.
Yeah.
And when she has her makeup off, she's not ugly, but I feel like her makeup is
So heavy.
It's heavy for some. It's not heavy in the sense of, bitch, you have too much makeup on. But I feel like for her, it's a lot. And when she takes her makeup off, she looks really pretty.
You know who else is like that? Masika. When she has
You
no
know
makeup
what?
on,
Yes.
she's really, really pretty.
Yeah.
Like, oh. And then when she has it on, it's like, okay, we see where you've gotten work done. And it just... Big old
it's
mess.
the complete opposite.
Right, full on Monet.
Because I saw a picture of her like the other day. I'm like, Masika, she's like really pretty.
Yeah.
And I don't know why. Yeah, some people, they just have way too much makeup on. And sometimes you just need a light. Shit, Rihanna could just put just a dab here and a dab there and a lip here and some sparkle there.
Right.
I'm pretty sure you can do it too.
That's
and
all
you just
you
look.
need.
Yeah, you don't, I mean, makeup is cool. But, and I'm pretty sure, yes, there's filming makeup, commercial makeup, photo shoot makeup. There's a difference. But you don't have to have photo shoot makeup when you're going to the grocery store.
No.
Or going to work. Like, it's just...
Yeah.
Don't be like the bitch that work at Mac.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, they'd be pretty horrible. But, I mean, that's all the time we have.
Yes.
For today.
So we have a nice little announcement. We need a break. So we are going to have a good 2-week hiatus.
Yes.
We will return.
Oh, don't cry.
On Wednesday, June 6th. That's when our first episode will be available. Well, the next one. We're just going to take a few weeks, enjoy our Tuesday nights.
The beginning of summer.
Yes, we will be welcoming summer, and we're going to come back with some great things to offer. So in the meantime, keep up with the start of Black Ink Chicago, Basketball Wives, Teen Mom. What else? Real Housewives of New York. You know, all the favorites, because we will be back to talk about them. Yeah, I wouldn't say this is a season.
Speaking of Black Ink Crew Chicago, Charmaine looks fucking bomb.
Really?
She lost like, you know, she was like, just had like a little pudge. She looks good. And she's been doing natural hair lately. Yeah. She looks so good. Snatched.
That's good.
Yes. So
all right.
we'll see her.
Yeah, we will be here for that. We'll be talking about it all. So yeah, keep up with your reality shows and keep up with us. We will be back in a couple of weeks.
Okay.
Oh my God, yes.
Oh shit.
So yeah, we'll be back second half of the year. I already said we got some good stuff coming.
Second half of the fucking year. Jesus,
it's here. It's happening.
I'm losing the 60 pounds by August. That's the goal.
Yeah. I have a goal of 35 by August 10th.
Okay.
Yeah.
I wish that was my goal, but I need to lose a lot more than you do. As you sip this infused water with mint, cucumber, and lemon. It helps.
Yeah.
I prefer my water plain.
Yeah. And you know what? The Las Vegas, well, even in California, the tap water just, I'm like, I can't get into it.
I've been doing the alkaline, so I have to get bottled, and this was only 78 cents.
Bottled water, yeah. But that tap out of the sink, I'm like, it just doesn't tickle my fancy.
I mean, most tap water doesn't tickle my fancy, but I was just trying to do the Brita thing because it was cheaper. Shit.
Yeah.
I hate buying water bottles. Like, I can't stand it, but...
Right, I'm tired. I'm like, I'm about to start getting some water delivered.
Do they have alkaline water that can be delivered to your house?
I don't know if it's alkaline, but I saw something. I'm
like
a
Sparklets or something like that?
Yeah, I'm like, you know what? I looked up rates and stuff.
As long as it's not Arrowhead, then...
No.
That just tastes just like tap water.
Yeah, I was like, get this system set up.
Bottle at the source, my ass.
Right, and drop this water off at the door.
Source of a toilet. All right, people. So I can be reached on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram, Fumi Adagun, on Snapchat, EbonyA88. You can reach us on our podcast Instagram and Twitter and Facebook, RealiTEA-V.
Yep.
You can send us an email at realitytv@gmail.com.
Yes, and you can find me on Facebook, Roberta Smith, or Instagram, Leave It To Be. And please start writing us in with like your questions or advice, because we've got a few letters, but we're going to definitely, when we come back, start implementing that into the segment.
If you want to vent, or you want to vent about something you saw in the episode, that's really, really good. If you feel like you agree or disagree with something that we said on the show, shit, send us that too. We don't care. We'll read it if it's good enough.
Right. We get so wrapped up, we completely forget about that segment. But we're going to start making...
speaking of segments, condolences to Lisa Vanderpump on the passing of her brother.
So sad.
And that was her only sibling. So now she, oh my God. That's heartbreaking. It was a suspected drug overdose.
Yeah.
And he passed away in like London or something like that.
Yeah.
So that was kind of, I don't know, it's pretty sad.
Mm-hmm.
Is there any other news that I found out about this week? I'm tired of Google having pop-ups about Kenya Moore being pregnant. I feel like she's not pregnant.
Yeah, we will see.
I haven't heard anything about... I think she tried to play it off and said she had cravings and stuff.
Yeah.
But I haven't heard anything like morning sickness has been horrible. Like, there's just certain things that pregnant women always say during their pregnancy.
Yeah.
And I have not gotten that from her. I feel like she has a surrogate, and whatever the surrogate is going through, that's what she's saying. Which is completely fine, fucking Kenya. Right, if you have a surrogate, there's nothing wrong with it. But the same thing in Lala. Stand to your truth. I'm going to do whatever the fuck I want. I can have a surrogate, whatever the fuck I want. If Kim Kardashian can have a surrogate and not give any fucks, you can have a surrogate and not have any fucks. It's completely fine. Right. But to pull it off as if you are actually pregnant and you really aren't, bitch.
Right. Not after the crucifying they tried to give Beyonce. No.
Oh, you over here think you Beyonce. So we about to give you all the types of flames under your ass.
Right.
So anyways, bye guys. See you in a couple weeks.